Fray Nicolas de Ovando was a trusted family friend of the crown, a noble son, and was among the companions to the heir of Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand. A religious zealot from Extremadura, known for producing Spanish explorers and conquistadors, Ovando joined the military religious order of the Alcantara, rising in rank quickly. Disenchanted with Columbus and his brothers, the Spanish king and queen sent Ovando to the West Indies in 1501. He replaced Francisco de Bobadilla, the royal commissioner who arrested Christopher Columbus. Ovando was brought to bring order to the colonies, and not only did he bring order during his 7-year rule, known for its effective use of brutality, he also brought 2,000 colonists to Santo Domingo in 1502, the largest fleet ever up to that point, to sail to the New World. This influx of Europeans would allow for a more stable and loyal population in Hispaniola, and Ovando would be responsible for reshaping the New World. Here is his statement.
First of all, you are to work diligently in those things that pertain to the service of God, and ensure that divine services are conducted with the proper respect, order, and reverence. Also, because it is our will that the Indians be converted to our holy Catholic faith, and their souls be saved, you are to take care, without using any force against them, that the priests who are there teach and admonish them for this purpose with much love, so that they are converted as quickly as possible. You are to see that all the Spanish householder settlers and residents of the above-said islands and mainland submit to you personally and with their dependents, and that they obey you as our governor in everything that you order on our behalf. And you are to ensure that all live in peace and justice, treating all equally without exception. You are to ensure that the Indians are well treated and can walk safely throughout the country without anyone assaulting or robbing them or doing them any other harm, because we have been informed that some Christians in the above-said islands, and especially in Hispaniola, have taken the Indians' wives and other things from them against their will. You shall give orders as soon as you arrive that everything taken from the Indians against their will be returned. And if Spaniards should wish to marry Indian women, the marriages should be entered into willingly by both parties and not made by force, because it is our will that the Indians pay the tributes and dues they owe us as subject in our kingdoms and lordships. You are to speak with the caciques and principals, Indian leaders and headmen, and whatever Indians you think necessary, negotiating with them the tribute to be paid each year. Because it will be necessary to use Indian labor in mining gold and other tasks we have ordered done, you are to require the Indians to work in the things of our service, paying to each the salary that seems just to you, in order that Christians and Indians shall live together in peace, friendship, and harmony, and that there be no fights or quarrels among them. You shall order that no one give or sell offensive or defensive weapons to the Indians, nor exchange such weapons with them. Because it is necessary to found some towns on Hispaniola, you are to establish new towns in the numbers and at the sites that seem best to you after careful inspection. Because it our will that the Christians in the above-said island of Hispaniola live together from now on rather than being scattered through the countryside, you should ensure that no one lives outside the towns that are established on the island. Since the security of the land requires the construction of some forts, you are to determine the manner of building these forts and build up 2-3. Since we have been informed that good practice has not been followed in the cutting of Brazil wood, many trees being cut down so that more dye can be obtained, you are to give orders that no one is to cut down the trees. Since there is the possibility of much deceit in the collection and smelting of gold, and we may be defrauded in the share that we should receive, you will give orders that the extraction of gold be done by quadrillas of 10 persons, And for each quadrilla, you shall appoint a trustworthy person to be present when they gather the gold and to accompany them when they take it to the smelting house. Because it benefits our service that those who are foreign to our kingdoms and realms not live in the above-said islands, you are not to allow such foreigners to settle in the said islands and mainland. Since there will be other things that cannot now be acted on from here as they should be, you are to inform yourself as soon as you arrive of what problems need to be dealt with and how. Done in Granada, the 16th of September, 1501. I, the King, I, the Queen,